Champ Term Book, Series 5. Term 1, Science. Chapter 4, Our Skeletal System. Our body is just like a machine. Like all other machines, our body is also made up of many parts such as the bones, muscles, heart, lungs, kidneys, etc. All machines require energy to work. Similarly, our body also requires energy, which it gets from the food we take in daily. Machines produces many waste products, such as smoke, ash, etc. In the same manner, our body also produces waste materials in the form of urine, sweat, stool, and carbon dioxide. Like all other machines, our body also needs to be cleaned regularly. Like other machines, our body also needs repair whenever it meets an accident or a disease. But our body is not a simple machine. It is a wonderful machine which works automatically on its own will. It can think, decide, and feel also. Most of the organs of our body are very soft. The stomach or intestine, the heart or lungs are all soft organs. Are all our internal organs soft? Why does our body not fall down as a shapeless mass? Which organs of our body enable it to stand erect? What are the organs which protect the soft internal parts of our body? The skeleton. Human skeleton is a framework of bones within the body. The skeleton gives support, strength, and shape to the body. An adult body has 206 bones in all, 22 forming the skull and the face, 25 forming the chest, 33 forming the backbone, 64 forming the arms, and 62 forming the legs. These bones are hard and are of different shapes and sizes. Bones are hard and tough on the outside, but they are soft and spongy from inside. The long bones of the body are filled with a soft, fatty substance called bone marrow. All the body cells in our body are manufactured here. Let us learn about different parts of the skeleton in detail. Parts of the skeleton. The skull. The skull gives the shape to our head, which protects the brain inside it. The skull is made up of 22 bones. The upper part of the skull is made of 8 flat bones. The face is made up of 14 bones. Skull is the hardest bone of our body. The backbone. The skull is joined to the backbone, which forms the main axis of the skeleton. The backbone is not a single bone. It is made up of 33 small knobbed bones called the vertebrae. The backbone protects the spinal cord. The upper part of backbone is attached to the skull. Moreover, being made up of 33 small bones, the backbone allows body to bend forward and in many other directions also. The ribs. The ribs are thin, flat, curved bones that form a cage and protect many soft organs such as the heart and the lungs. There are 12 pairs of curved bones called the ribs. One end of each rib is connected to the breastbone, but the 2 pairs of lower ribs are connected to the backbone. So they are called floating ribs. The limbs. The arms are called forelimbs, which are joined to the spine with the help of the shoulder girdles. The long bones in the upper arm is called the humerus. The forearm has 2 long bones. The legs are the lower limbs in our body. The upper half of the leg has 1 long bone called femur. In fact, this is the longest bone in our body, whereas the ear bone called stirrup is the smallest bone in our body. This bone bears the weight of the whole body. At the knee, it is jointed to 2 bones, the tibia and the fibula. Functions of the skeleton. Skeleton supports our body to keep it erect. It protects many soft organs of our body from injuries. The skull protects the brain, while the bony basket in our chest protects our lungs and heart. Similarly, the backbone protects the spinal cord, while the eyes are lodged safely in the bony sockets. The skeleton also gives a definite shape to our body. Moreover, it provides a base for the attachment of our muscles. Calcium and phosphate make the bones firm and strong. These minerals are stored in the bones, which are released into the body at the time of need. These minerals perform various functions of the body. The bone marrow serves as the center for the production of red blood cells. Joints. Can you bend your arm up at the elbow? How does it become possible? It can bend because the bones supporting the forearm and the upper arm are quite separate. They join at the elbow and form a joint there. A joint is the place where one bone is joined to another. There are many joints in our body. Some joints are movable and some are immovable. Movable joints. The joints of shoulders, hips, elbows, knees, wrist bones and backbone are all of movable type. Immovable joints. The joints which do not allow the bones to move are called immovable joints. In our skull, all joints except that of the lower jaw are immovable. The lower jaw is the only bone in the skull that can move. Let us see how these joints help us in our body. Hinge joints. These joints allow movement in one direction only. The elbow joints allow movement only in the upward direction, while the knee joint allow movement in the downward direction only. Ball and socket joints. These joints allow movement in all directions. The shoulder joints and hip joints are of this type. In these joints, one bone has a hollow socket into which the ball of another bone fits. Pivot joint. This joint lies between the skull and first two vertebrae, which allows the movements of our head from side to side and up and down. Gliding joints. These joints allow very slight movements. It is present in your wrist bones and the small bones of the backbones. The end of one bone glides across certain portion of the other bone. Muscles and movement. The muscles in the body are attached to the bones and they produce movement. The muscles help the bones to move. All movements of our body are due to the muscles present in our body. In all the movable joints of our body, muscles are attached to the bones to move these bones in different directions. Muscles are connected to different bones with the help of tough, white fibers called tendons. Each movable joint has two sets of muscles, one to pull the bone in one direction and the other to pull the bone back. For example, when we bend our arm at the elbow, the biceps, the large muscle at the front of the upper arm, contract to move our forearm up. In this effort, they become thick and you find the upper part of our upper arm swollen. When we straighten our forearm, the triceps, the large muscle at the back of the upper arm, contract and pull it down. We have more than 600 muscles in our body. Types of muscles. There are two types of muscles. 1. Voluntary muscles. 2. Involuntary muscles. 1. Voluntary muscles. Most of the muscles are under our control. They work according to our will. Such muscles are called voluntary muscles. With the help of these voluntary muscles, we can move our head, arms and legs according to our will. 2. Involuntary muscles. Some of the muscles do not work according to our will. They work automatically and are called involuntary muscles. For example, we cannot stop our digestion or decrease our heartbeat according to our will. So, digestive tract, arteries, veins, etc. are involuntary muscles. An important involuntary muscle is the heart muscle. This is called the cardiac muscle. Functions of muscles. Our muscles move our bones, pump our heart, move the food from our mouth to the anus and protect our body from outside heat and cold. Thus, bones and muscles are very important organs of our body. So we should keep them healthy and strong. Regular exercise, such as running, jumping, swimming or playing, intake of good food and the right postures of the body keep our bones and muscles healthy and strong. The habits of taking alcohol or drugs, chewing tobacco, or smoking are injurious to health. These are bad habits which must be avoided. Smoking may lead to lung cancer and chewing tobacco may lead to mouth cancer. Similarly, use of alcohol may ruin your life. Drugs should be taken under the advice of a doctor. Self-determined use of drugs or substances like cocaine, heroin or marijuana is very injurious to health. You should avoid these bad habits.